Hello. You're now here for sleepy speedruns. Sleepy one-shot tournament. Or anything. I just woke up like 14 minutes ago. And I looked at the clock and I'm like, oop, I'm running a charity tournament in 14 minutes. So, but I made it. I won't be able to make any funny noises, unfortunately. I can hardly make normal noises, like noises such as words and vocabulary, but that's how it is sometimes. But yeah, welcome to day 3. We don't, I don't know how many matches we're gonna have today. Probably not as many as the other 2 days so far, but we are starting off with a best of 3, which means at minimum there will be at least 2 races right in a row with the same 2 runners. First person to win 2 races in a row gets the win and moves on. And this would be winners finals, a pretty big one. This is Kaz versus Joe. They're seed 1 and seed 3 respectively, but Kaz beat seed 2 Geo the other day, so I expect this to be pretty close. Exciting for sure. Not sure who's gonna take it, but yeah, the top 4 in the bracket, as in losers or what is it? Losers round 4 and onwards. If you go into the bracket, actually, I can just find out. Oh, goof. That's not the bracket. Here's the bracket. There we go. Semifinals and onwards on the bracket. It's labeled there. Is all best of 3, and grand finals is a best of 5 with 1 point in the winners bracket side. Winner. So, sorry, I'm not really good at explaining things right now, but that's what we got going on right now. And I am very tired, but I will be commentating this next. I'll be commentating this next match, so it'll give me some time to wake up. Fortunately, it'll probably be pretty exciting. So, Kaz and Slow, I believe you guys are in chat. Are you guys around and ready to run? You were a moment ago. Slow underscore runs is a joke, by the way. So, in case anyone didn't know, Slow is already run. Yeah, this is a Nico yawn moment. Big Nico yawn moment. Feels like less like a big tournament charity thing and feels more like a normal stream I do, but how it is when I'm tired as hell. But it happens. We all know what it's like to wake up like 10 minutes before something important. So I woke up to my alarm like at 11 a few hours ago. But then I guess at some point I was like, what if instead of getting up I just went back to sleep? That'd be cool. That's what happened. Alright, Kaz is probably ready. Alright, yeah, you guys can start your streams. And I'll get them going. Tower and whatnot good, oof. I believe in you. Believe in all the runners. Alright, then we will swap over to our primary layout. And going. They will open their respective streams. TV/slow underscore run. If you want to watch the runs individually for any reason. And hey, yeah, looks like we're both live. Oh, do fancy inspect element stuff to make this work. Ready to go in just a moment. Kaz with his lovely, fancy custom textures. Kaz says 1 minute, alright. We have him. I will wait 1 minute for Kaz as requested, as you can see on screen. Audio is quiet. Oh, right, he's got music running probably. Oh, wait, he's got Celeste music, I forgot. So, we're probably gonna be using Kaz's audio then. That should be a good volume for it. Let me know if it's a bit quiet. Because I have a really hard time telling if audio is off here. Feel free to let me know. Greatly appreciate it. I will not stop yawning for quite a while, so maybe about an hour, and I'll be finished with yawning. How it be out here? Sleepy town. Alright, Kaz is here now. This is the run, he swears. Press buttons fast. Board record and Geo will cry. You heard him, Geo. Right. Very good custom. Alright. Going to count them down now. Alright, and they should start any moment. Hopefully they're pretty synced up. Yep, only a little bit of time between the two. See how the house code goes. 3159, not too bad. Kaz is a bit slow. Oh, he didn't start time or I don't know if I'd be down with restarting, but I don't know if we can contact Joe in the mid-run. I'm not sure how to handle this actually. Oh, okay. Okay, we got him. We got an agreement to reset that because Kaz forgot to start the timer. Alright, all good. It happens. Alright, so I got a quick restart between them. And then we'll get started. Good thing you caught that early. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Joe agreed to, so I don't know. Alright. Alright, now we're starting. Officially. Okay, a little bit of difference between the two right at the start, but should be fine. Oh, a little slow on the remote for Kaz. 28501 78564. Much better code for Joe. Much better entry as well. Just gonna start off with a few second lead here. Couldn't matter a lot, especially given the level of these two runners. Both are around the 23:30 time. Actually, Joe has a PB right now of 23:30, which they set only a few days before the tournament. Well, Kaz's PB, I believe, is 23:20 something. Only a little bit below Joe's, so. Oh, Kaz messes up the fork skip. They aren't too far behind because, again, Kaz has, did start a little bit after Joe, I believe. So it isn't as far behind as it seems, but it is still quite a lot. Because when we watched Geo versus Kaz the other day, a lead like this would have, like, decided the run. So, depending on how both of these runs go, that could be really huge. Seems like about 5 seconds. Let's see. Yeah, about exactly 5 seconds right now. Which isn't too bad, but it is still a lot, again, at this level. Oh, my donator thing isn't showing up. Hang on a sec. Let me fix that. There we go. We both get through profit bot just fine. As most would hope so. And Joe's about 2.7 seconds behind their PB, while Kaz is about 5.6 behind right now. You know, Kaz's PB is a 23:24, and Joe's is a 23:30, so. But again, Kaz did mess up some stuff right in house, so. It's gonna be pretty hard for him to make that up, regardless of his PB. Better. Fortunately, it seems like yeah, just as I say that, it seems like I'm waking up a little bit, so my voice will return to normal within the hour. I think we had a little bit of a movement error from Joe there. So it looks like Kaz caught up him a tiny bit. Maybe a slower fast travel. Didn't quite catch that. I wish it were easier to watch both runs at the same time and look at everything going on, but sometimes it's easy to miss something important. Yeah, looks like Kaz caught up a little bit now. Yeah, only a second behind. They're only a second behind now. Behind. Ooh, nice voice crack. I'm not sure how that happened, actually. Damn. But Kaz mostly brings it back then. Both opting to grab the camera after talking to Silver. That saves one tile over doing the alternative. And that one tile might just be what matters most. Oh, now they're nearly identical right now. In real time, anyway. Not speedrun time. Joe already doing the battery craft. Clean. From both of them. Battery craft is definitely one of the bigger challenges in Barons. It'd be pretty easy to do it correctly, but it's just as easy to mess it up a lot. Alright, and we'll see the safe codes here. They will be very important, I think. 98577. Really good code entry from Kaz there for the code he got. Saw there were a few like 6s and 4s and stuff. Or 6, I don't know what I remember there were some numbers that weren't that great. But he did them pretty well for the code he had. And Joe with a pretty okay code. I think Kaz's entry was still a little bit faster, but Joe maintains his lead for the time being. And these fast travels are definitely something that Kaz will be able to save some time on to try to catch right up. Or actually, is he ahead now? He is. Yeah, Kaz is now ahead. By a little bit. Never mind then. Because Kaz's timer is about 2 seconds lower than Joe's in the same exact place, so. Like Kaz is in the lead now, coming back from his house deficit. It's very cool when both of them sync up like this, being able to see them both work at the same time. Kaz with the tiny time save. When you interact with an object and you open the item menu at the exact same frame, you can save a single input by opening the menu preemptively. It saves a very small amount of time, but it is time save. And Kaz, I think, is one of the few runners that even thinks about those things. I myself go for world record runs quite often. You know, I'm no slouch in this game, but I do not go for those things at all. It's not capable of it. Yeah, Kaz with now on a strong lead now. Let's see. It is reversed after the end of Barons. Kaz is now 5 seconds ahead. Something I also just realized, I should probably have something on this layout that shows you who has what number of wins, because again, this is a best of 3, so you might be seeing up to 3 matches in a row from these guys, if they do trade blows, so. Is the item thing free? I thought it was a super tight trick. Might be thinking of something else. You just use oh, you can just use a keybind for it. Okay, that makes sense. So it is 1 frame. I'm right, but it's easy to get that 1 frame. My bad. Even I don't know that much about this game. There are a lot more technical people than me. Yeah. Very fun to see the different things you can get by because this game has just a keybind option where you can bind any key to any action, so there's a lot of things you can do for speedrunning by binding 2 keys to the same thing. Or binding 1 key to do different things. Like just explained by Gio. Oh yeah. Easy. Kaz definitely maintaining his lead so far. Alula is gonna matter a lot here for Joe. But Kaz has had pretty strong Alulas within the past few days. So it's gonna be tough to save time over him, unless if he messes up. Even during his match with Gio, he had a pretty nice one. Stopped a little bit, but it was good. I don't quite remember how Joe's Alula's have been going the past 3 days, though. Must be good, because obviously he's a pretty incredible runner, but I don't quite remember how they've been going, so we'll see. Again, it'll have to be pretty good. It'll have to be at least as good as Kaz's if he doesn't want to lose more time here. That is not easy to do. Alright, Kaz about to start up Alula. Let's see what happens there. Looking strong. No stop. That is going to be so hard to beat. Joe doesn't quite no stop, but he does have a very strong one still, so I don't think he's going to get punished too hard for that. In terms of time loss. Did actually save some time on their PB in that segment right there, Joe. So I think they are performing pretty well right now. But again, just that release, that no stop Kaz Alula puzzle is so good, and it only extends his lead even further. But of course, there's still a lot of the run to go, so we don't quite know what might happen. But Kaz might just be coming into this a little hotter than we thought. They did mention before the run that they practiced tower before this match, and he said it didn't go well. So maybe his tower will be a little shaky, who knows. And George 3 as well, yes. Kaz with some very quick menuing, and Joe with even faster menuing. Very nice. That's one of my personal favorite menus on the game. So many quick inputs with only half a second, if that. I'm going to try to use a little benchmark here to see exactly how far apart they are here. Kaz enters the room around 11:40. About still 5 seconds behind. 5.5 or so. So the lead is still there, but it isn't quite as bad as I thought it would be after seeing Kaz do that perfect Alula. So Joe's done a pretty good job keeping himself in the fight here, so far anyway. But the same could be said for Kaz. He might... It's very easy to just have a 5-second time loss anywhere later in the run. Out of nowhere. Because when you speedrun this game, especially at a high level, your brain starts to work on like a conveyor belt. Like a conveyor belt of inputs that you know you have to do one after the other. So when you mess something up, the conveyor belt gets jammed. And you panic so hard. Because if one thing goes wrong, your entire flow and your brain just completely gets thrown off, and it's so easy to just panic and do 7 different things in a row that don't make any sense. Pretty good menuing from... Oh, we got a wrong fast travel from Joe. Very unfortunate. I feel that really hard. Accidentally goes to the village instead of the gate, but does make up for it with a pretty fast load. That is going to extend Kaz's lead by a few seconds. And further. Joe's menuing is a little faster there. They're going to need every single boost like that they can get. Not going to be easy to make up on Joe's part. Joe gets a George 1 and Kaz gets a George 3. That might be something, but even then... Kaz has shown to be really strong in tower in this tournament so far. But again, who knows? 8 seconds behind since... 8 seconds behind since T-Vents. And that seems about correct. Pretty good lead from Kaz so far. Much stronger than any lead we saw in Kaz versus Geo. I believe the end of that run was only 6 seconds apart, even after everything that happened. So for Joe to make this up, Kaz pretty much has to mess something up. I don't think speed alone can fix it. Just maybe, but I guess we'll see. Right, upper refuge here. Pretty fast split. At least in the way I split it myself. A lot of runners don't split this area, but... This is a very fast load there. See how Joe's goes. Joe's goes. About just as fast. Kaz enters on a mid 55. He's about 9 seconds behind. The only other part of upper refuge that could really decide anything is the battery craft. Or not the battery craft, the magnet craft. It's a pretty simple crafting option in the game, but it can be messed up. Then after that comes the elevator code, which, if done wrong, could really screw someone up. I believe messing up the elevator code is an instant 3 or so second time loss, if not more. Assuming, of course, you get it right the second time as well, because, like I said, if you mess one thing up, it's really easy to mess it up again, if not make it worse. Just a snowball effect of panicking. Oh, very nice menuing from Kaz there. Preemptively opening the menu again. Pretty strong from Joe as well, though, so he's still in the fight. Doing a good job of not falling too far behind, but again, they don't know that. Because in these high-level matches, you're not allowed to watch the other runner or know where they're at. For all Joe knows, he might be in the lead. And for all Kaz knows, he might be losing by a lot. Who knows? Actually, I don't think Kaz would think that right now. He's on a pretty good run. The only way you can gauge how well you're doing is how well your run is going. But of course, that doesn't mean you know anything about what the other runner's doing right now. Kaz, very good menuing on the code. Let's see how Joe's goes. Second time I said that. Pretty good as well. Not quite as strong, but doesn't mess up. And I think at that point, if I were in Joe's position and I knew where Kaz was, what I would just try to do is be a little bit safe, but still try to go fast, and just kind of bank on doing well in tower. Oh. I thought Kaz messed up some menuing there for a second there. I guess he got a frame perfect input. When you get a frame perfect input on some dialogue options, where say you have to select like the second option down, if you press down and select at the exact same frame, you don't even see the animation for the second option getting selected, so it looks like you mess it up. But in reality, it's just really fast. You saw it there again. That fast travel from Kaz. Oh. A little bit of an error from Kaz that is a little bit of a boost that Joe might need. Equipping the book now. Oh! Oh, that's huge! Kaz messes up Kip Skip. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, this isn't good for Kaz. Joe gets Kip Skip right away, but Kaz takes 3 tries on it. That's the dangers of doing a running Kip Skip. Oh my gosh, and they get George L. Oh, man. That's gonna be huge. That completely just flipped the match around in an instant. Like I was mentioning, it's so easy for something to go Ari. Fortunately for Kaz, this is still a best of 3. So if they lose this, they still can win this match if they win 2 right in a row after this. But Joe is not looking like they're gonna slip up. Of course, there is definitely still tower, and right now that's Kaz's last hope. Because, again, he has had very strong towers today, but... Oh! Oh, man! I thought that might have soft locked from Joe there, that Kip Skip. If you close the game too late while passing over the... You Kip Skip by passing through a tile while closing the game, and if you do it too late, then you soft lock the game and end your run instantly. Yeah, Kaz needs to pull something out in tower to take this back. Oh man, this tournament has had a history so far of just completely like flipping the run, almost right at the end. Yeah, Gio says that was a frame away from soft blocking. That sounds about right. I thought it soft blocked. That would have been so crazy. Right after getting the lead, soft blocking. That's rough. One thing I have noticed from Kaz is that they are very quick at loading the game up after it closes. So they might be able to get a little bit of a boost on that. Kaz is now 23 seconds behind their PB. They went from 5 seconds behind to 23 to give some perspective on how big of a time loss that was in the library. I didn't quite see if Joe talked to the left side or the right side of the bed there. I believe Kaz talks to the right side. Seems like Joe had Clover open. Did everything right. Very fast. That was so risky. That was a very risky open from Kaz, but I don't blame him for going for that. He knows he needs it. If you open the game too early while doing these like sleep sequences, you basically end your run. Because you could open the game before it saves again. And what that does is it instantly brings you back to the last place you slept. In Kaz's case, it would have been library. Which would have basically been the run. Joe already onto the door puzzles. Kaz still has 3 or so. Not sure what to call this. Just walkway puzzles to do. Not really so much a puzzle, just walking in a direction, but... and try to pay attention to both these. See if either of them make any mistakes on the doors. Can be quite easy to miss. Looks like they're both doing them good. Joe finishes up the doors. Start of tower, right, my bad. Joe already finished with the first tile puzzle while Kaz is just getting finished up with the doors. This all comes down to what Joe's light bulb looked like. If Joe can get a good light bulb, he basically has this in the bag, but of course, again, Joe doesn't know how far ahead he is. He might think he needs a perfect light bulb to get this. A little bit of stopping. And Kaz has been known to have no-stop light bulbs, but I don't think it'll matter. Joe with a pretty strong light bulb overall, much better than the ones I do. Kaz knows he has to do no-stop, so he might just get it. No-stop light bulb from Kaz. I don't think it'll matter though, unfortunately. Joe is just a bit too far ahead. It's gonna come down to like... Now, I think even if Joe misses the podium, it won't matter. They're just too far ahead. I don't think there's anything that can save it. That was a very good light bulb from Kaz, though, I will say that. Definitely a smart move to go for that after that time loss. But unfortunately, I don't think it's enough. Still a solid 15 seconds or so behind. Maybe 10. Not quite sure. Joe taking a view over the edge. Saying the view looks great from here. Both opting for either side of behind the elevator. And Joe is entering the final room, and I believe that will be time for them. Just barely not a PB for them. Only a few seconds off. Kaz, I believe, will get a 23:40 or so. Now a bit. 23:42 probably. 23:35 for Joe. That's GG for him. And Joe ends up taking game 1. But again, this is a best of 3 sets, so Kaz could turn this around, who knows. Okay, we're going to have Kaz and Joe go back to the start of the game for round 2 in this match. Kaz already about there. Alright, Kaz is ready, and I believe Joe will be in a bit. Alright, and Slow is restarting our game, aka Joe. I'm not, it's not an insult to call him Slow, that's his username. Oh right, I'm gonna do something to have that score there. What can I do for that? I'm gonna do this. For how many wins they need to win the whole round. Shouts to my squeaky chair. But yeah, we are up 1-0 for Joe right now. Kaz going for a bit of shady tactics, a bit of grime right now between the runners. Absolutely nasty. Okay, both runners are right at the end. I'll ask them to say when they're ready. And then, alright. Joe is ready. Kaz is ready. Alright. Of round 2 starting in just a moment. Alright, and they should be off any second. Joe again starting up a little bit ahead of Kaz. We'll see how this one goes. Very nice minor from Kaz once again, but Kaz makes up some time with the code. Much faster entry. I think their codes are about just as good as each other. I didn't notice either of them being particularly good or bad. So Kaz definitely did save a little bit of time there. A good house is very important to a good run. Nearly identical right now in real time, but Kaz is about a second ahead or so in the time that matters. Oh. Have a little bit of lag from Kaz's end. Oh. Okay, the stream lagged for a second, so I wasn't sure what was going on, but yeah, they got fork skip successfully. I believe Kaz messed that up last time. Actually, yeah, now that I remember, Joe started off quite a bit ahead last run. And then it swapped back to Kaz's favor, and then it swapped back to Joe. Quite a roller coaster for that one. We'll see if this one is just as tumultuous. I think that's the right word. Correct me if I'm wrong. Trying to look like a goofball. That was a 116 house, right? Alright. Joe, once again, looking a little bit ahead. Not quite sure what happened. I think Kaz might have messed up a bit of a fork skip there, aka pan skip. About 2 seconds behind right now or so. Oh, thank you, robot. I'm good. Oh, really fast opening there from Kaz. And actually, they're very much ahead now. Because Kaz's timer is about 4 seconds behind or 4 seconds faster than Joe's, and they're about at the same point in the game. So Gaz with now a pretty decent lead right out the gate. Again, the entire rest of the run is left, and we saw what happened last time, so don't quite know what'll happen with this. Barons should be pretty calm up until we get to safe. Definitely not too many places to make big mistakes here, unless if you make a wrong fast travel. They aren't too difficult, but who am I to speak? I reset Barons all the time. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Kaz is about 3 seconds ahead right now, despite how it looks in real time. Let me see if I can do this. Yep, there we go, now they're synced up. Almost barely not fully synced up in terms of timers. But now this is a real-time comparison. So however behind they seem is however behind they actually are. That sentence didn't make too much sense, but I think you get what I mean. Still tired, forgive me. And now Kaz has a pretty decent lead already. As I already said. There below you dingus. Okay, let's see what their codes are. That can matter quite a bit. Bad codes don't lose too much time, but really good codes save a lot of time. 9, 8, 5, 2, 6. Not too bad from Kaz. We have 7, 7, 9, 4, 6, 5. Very rough code from Joe. Pretty unfortunate. They do an okay job of entering it. Oh, and a wrong fast travel. That's gonna extend Kaz's lead a lot. That might just tie things up until Alula. And again, Kaz has had very strong Alulas so far. Including last race especially with no stops, so... Actually, I think last run, Kaz had a no-stop Alula and Light Bulb. Which is pretty insane to see in one run. Very high-level gaming right now. So it's gonna be tough for Joe to bring this back. I just have to hope that Kaz misses something big up. Because if there's... I think Kaz used to be defined right now, or recently, as like having the highest peaks, but not being the most consistent. But I think that's changing now. Kaz is like being incredibly consistent when it comes to things like Tower, like Light Bulb and Alula, two of the most important things in the run. I mean, of course, they did make the mistake on Kip Skip last time, but that'll just happen sometimes. I don't think that's a matter of consistency. Being able to consistently pull off no-stop Light Bulbs and Alula puzzles is incredibly important. Being able to do that in any capacity. Oh, Kaz with a little bit of a mess up on their menuing. Oh, and Joe messes up picking up an item. That's a lot easier to do than it seems. Because from a spectator's perspective, you might just see, oh, why did I just walk around the item? That's dumb. It was a really dumb mistake to make, but it's very easy to do, actually. I recall losing a world record run to, there was a single NPC I had to talk to from a single direction, and I walked around them in circles for about 5 seconds straight. Completely not on purpose. It's very easy to do something like that. Definitely not as goofy of a mistake as it seems. Because again, like I said earlier, if you mess one thing up, if like one thing just goes a little bit off in this game, it's very easy to just completely panic and break down. That's especially important in these races because I think one of the best parts of having this tournament is that one-shot running can normally be very different. Like, you can often see people restart, like, people reset in house a lot. It's pretty rare that most runs even... Only about 20% of runs, at best, make it out of Barons. So seeing consistent runs out of Barons because it's a race, obviously you don't reset, it's very nice. Kaz enters that cutscene on a 58. Joe might just be around 10 seconds behind here. About 12 seconds behind. Gonna be very tough to make up. It happened last run though, so I can't quite call it here, obviously. But we'll see. It's always a matter of like, one runner can mess it up, but the other runner has to take advantage of that. I said that a few times during this tournament, but it's really important to remember. It's just because like Kaz messes up a light bulb right at the end, for example, that doesn't matter for Joe unless if he has a really good light bulb. Because otherwise they're just not saving much time. Kaz with the good robot RNG, that robot NPC, you can see on Joe's screen right now. If you look over there, you'll see it. There's a robot walking around. And Joe got unlucky. The robot can walk in any direction, any movement. So it's pretty common for them to walk right in the way of Nico and force him to move up a tile, losing just a tiny bit of time. Oh man, I'll wake it up. I'm getting better. Still very tired though. Alright. We have Kaz heading right towards the little puzzle, and Joe a little bit behind. I'm personally expecting Kaz to get a pretty good one here, but with great reward comes great risk. But it doesn't quite matter for Kaz because he nails it again. Oh my god, how does he do it every time? We'll see how Joe's goes. This is going to be really important. Not bad at all. Definitely not no stop, but that's better than I could ever do it. But of course, it wasn't no stop entirely, so Kaz is gonna save a little bit even. Because Kaz is gonna save even more time over Joe from that alone. And this is gonna look like a much harder match for Joe after that. Kaz getting started on the ramp puzzle already. Joe only now just entering the area. See if they go for the demon ram. They don't, because the ram messed them up. A little bit of movement problems on the ram puzzle there. Pretty easy to do. Oh. Kaz with the wrong fast travel. That's pretty big. Yeah. If you look over on Kaz's screen, they're pretty expressive with their mouse movements. So you can kind of get a peek into the runner's mindsets by looking at their mouse movements on screen if you can see it from their POV. Oh, I love that. Alright, let's see how the times are looking right now. Exits the room on about a 50. It looks like it's still about 12 seconds behind, yep. For Joe. And that is a lot of time to make up. Given how good Kaz is at tower, and given that they don't mess anything huge up like last time, I think we might see a game 3 here. But of course, we're technically only just about halfway through the run now, so there is still a lot of stuff going on. Something might happen. Who knows? Kaz does pretty well with Magpie. And now Joe's following suit. Joe's about 14.5 seconds behind their PB, while Kaz is only 2.4 seconds behind his. And Kaz has a 6-second faster PB than Joe. So that's pretty huge. Very good menuing from Joe there. Kaz now enters the refuge. Solid 12 or so seconds ahead of Joe. Pretty dominant right now. But of course, that's how it looked last run. Actually, last run I believe was a lot closer. Last run I think Joe was around 4 seconds behind. At this point. So Kaz does definitely have some room to breathe, as in if they make a little bit of mistakes, it might not matter that much. They have 12 seconds worth of mistakes to use here to stay ahead. But of course they're not going to go for that. They're going to hope they don't have to use any of that. And again, they don't even know that. Kaz doesn't know that he's even ahead of Joe at all. So the pressure is still definitely on for both runners. Especially so for Joe right now from our perspective, but he doesn't know that. Kaz enters the cafe, gets the clean item grab. It's surprisingly easy to mess up that item grab, despite it literally just being walking up to a tile and pressing A on it. Surprisingly easy to just walk right by it. Joe gets it as well, not bad. Begins apartments. Yeah, we'll see what Georges they get in a little bit here. Kaz has gotten pretty unlucky so far this entire marathon with the Georges. Because this last run versus Gio, he got a George 3. And now another run versus Joe, he got another George 3. Both two of his like hardest matchups in the entire tournament. Very clean menuing from Kaz. That was so good. I loved how quickly their cursor moved down to that bottom item there. Pretty good from Joe as well. Not quite as fast, I don't think, but still very good. Only about probably a 1/10 of a second or two. That. But of course, time is time. Kaz about to get the elevator code in a little bit here. See how that goes for them. Oh, and we have a missed fast travel from Joe. And Kaz nails the elevator code. That's going to extend his lead by a solid 2 or 3 seconds. See how Joe's elevator code goes. 63014, no problem. Alright. Pretty big lead for Kaz here. I'm not sure how Joe would be able to make this up with speed alone. I don't even think it's possible, really. Well, it probably is possible theoretically, but only on a theoretical level. Did they mess up a little bit of menuing there in the elevator? I think Joe might have misinputted there, but I'm not sure. It seemed like they were in an elevator a bit longer than normal, but I don't think so. We got George 2 guess. If anyone can successfully guess both Georges, I'll give them a sub. I'll give them a sub. But you gotta be quick, because Kaz is about to see theirs. Joe gets 4. Oh, we got another George 3. Oh my god. Jesus, man. And we have George 4. Well, Toothy was right on that. Yeah, that's good enough. He'll get the sub. I asked right before, I'll get the sub. Congratulations for Toothy for winning the subscription. Good enough. I didn't lose $10. I lost $2.50. Very clean kip skip from Kaz. And despite the George 3, Joe is still... Oh, that should be fine. Okay, yeah. Pretty scary the kip skips from Joe here so far, but they've been working out. Yeah. Kaz isn't good enough. Just messing up the RG, come on, man. But huge lead coming into the tower. Oh. Didn't have Clover open. You saw their file browser open there for a second. That'll be a little bit of a time save for Joe, but not too much. Kaz is gonna have to make a big mistake here on Lightbulb. Because there's a, to be quick, there's a program you have to have open when going into tower if you want to proceed through it. And it's very easy to just forget to open that at start of a run, meaning you have to do it mid-run, as Kaz just did. Which can be pretty scary. Because of course, when you're going into tower and you're trying to do well, you're not thinking about opening up any programs. Kaz with a very risky open there again. But of course, they are still quite a bit ahead. Looks like they're about 8 seconds behind or so. About 9 seconds. Yeah, starting up the door puzzles now. Yes, today, after this match is probably going to be Wumbo versus iPie. And then if Yisk is around, it'll likely be, you versus Yisk. After that. And then I think Geo versus the winner of that. But we'll probably do a little bit of a break between that, so whoever wins your match versus Yisk doesn't have to do 2 runs right in a row. Because Baster isn't around today. At least won't be for a little while, so we won't be able to do his match. Wait. Wait. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god, I was talking, I didn't... Oh goodness. That might just be game. Oh, okay, Joe messes up Lightbulb a little bit, but I don't think it matters. Oh no, Kaz. The heartbreaking mess ups on both runs. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's brutal. The doors. He messed up the doors. If you go through the wrong doors, you can lose a lot of time. That's probably set. I don't see a way Kaz could win this. I did not see that coming at all. Oh my god. I was just talking and I looked over it and Joe was on the tiles and Kaz was still on doors. Oh my god. Oh, that's heartbreaking. You don't want to see it end like that. Oh man. And I think that's just the set for Joe. Yeah. Oh man. That is brutal. And Joe takes the set with a 23-41. Just barely. Oh goodness, that was I feel that hard. That's so easy to do sometimes. Yes, Joe is in the grand finals now, and Kaz has to win the loser's bracket in order to get back at that. Ah, Joe will take the W and move on. Yeah. Joe will move on to the grand finals, and Kaz with the very heartbreaking mess up. Fading music. But good on Joe for being very, very consistent. Not many major mess ups. Like, at all. Bit slow on some things, but sometimes consistency is just what you need. So good stuff to them. They'll be moving on the bracket. I will update the exclamation point bracket quick. Oh hey, I've gifted 5 subs. Nice. Okay. On 2-0. That'll be that match. Very unfortunate, but W is a W. Just gotta take him. I read that chat message. Alright. That's that for those 2 runners. Take a quick look at the bracket. Have Joe in winners finals, not dropping a game thus far. Kaz in losers finals, but that'll be a bit away. Our next match will likely be Wumbo versus iPie here. That'll be a couple minutes because I believe Wumbo is fixing their splits right now. Something is going on with them. And then we will try to do Loki and Yisk, but I'm not sure if they will be around. Loki is around, but Yisk might not be ready for a little while. So, fortunately, we might not be able to run too much of the bracket today, but we'll see. Yeah, the meme finals for sure here. Kaz, or not Kaz, iPie and Wumbo have very interesting texture packs for each of their games. just full repainted versions of OneShot. I said your name on accident. I didn't mean it. Yeah. I was like talking for a bit and I looked over and I'm like, oh no, he's still on doors. Oh shoot. Yeah, it's rough as hell. It's very easy to mess up doors. Because it's something that you just, even when you're like in the middle of like a PvP pace, you'll mess up like a, like just something you're not even thinking about. Alright. Our next two runners, iPie and Wumbo, say they're ready, so I will swap the names and such over to that, and we're going back to best of one sets. So this next one will not be a best of three. And I ask you to brace yourselves for this match because Wumbo is going to have a lot of interesting sounds and textures and everything else. As well as iPie. Okay. I will get their streams going. iPie and Wumbo, give them a send off. I will open their streams. Flash iPie 4. And Wumbo's stream. That would be optimal, Kaz. I don't know if we'll be able to. That's what I want to do. If not, what I'm gonna have happen is you'll probably do runs not against somebody, but just like a pre-recorded no reset that I'll watch you do live. If not, but we might be able to finish it tomorrow. It mostly depends on how many matches we get done today. Okay, let me fix these things. Chances are, I think it won't be finished by today or tomorrow, but if it is, then that'd be optimal. But we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna fix these. Shoutouts to the drawing Night Merchant did of the Sans Nico. Gotta fix this timer here. Alright. Jazzy. Gotta fix this cropping. And of course, so yeah, and brace yourselves for some very interesting sounds and sights to see on this run. I think Wumbo's sound is working. I'll have him fix that quick. After that, I think we should be ready to move on to the next one. Here's 2020. The 2019 one-shot tournament has finally started. Turbo has single-handedly set up and run the entire tourney. However, this has caused him to be unable to participate. I don't know what the hell this This title screen song is. Don't ask me what any of this is that you're gonna see on the left here. Alright. So you're gonna hear some very non-standard sounds, so just be prepared for that. And textures. Both of these runners are like the most... they have the most customized games out of anyone. So be ready for that. Okay. I believe both of them are ready. Yeah, why aren't they playing OneShot? Alright, I'm gonna see if they're ready. They're on the last text box. Okay. Yeah, this is squid shot and their shot. Runner should start any moment. iPie a little bit ahead of Wumbo. See what the codes are. 8201 for Wumbo. Very nice code. 5897. A little worse for iPie. I'm gonna try to do my best to focus during this, because again, Wumbo has some very interesting sounds for his game, so it's a lot harder to concentrate and commentate on, but we'll see. This is the meme finals after all. Both of these runners experts in their field of making OneShot a hellscape. Looks like Wumbo's a little bit ahead of iPie. I don't remember which one is the higher seed in the tournament. Not quite sure. Oh god, I forgot about the Fortnite dance music. And the Squidward on screen. I don't know why that Squidward's there. That's something I've always not been able to figure out. Starting at nearly the same time. We're finishing house at nearly the same time, but of course Wumbo is about 2 seconds ahead because his timer started a little later than iPie's. Oh yeah, the Minecraft one. What does he have? Oh god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay, it got worse. Okay, yeah, Wumbo's screen is just going to be entirely indecipherable as to what's actually going on. The rule is you're allowed to do any textures as long as they don't give you an advantage. And it's safe to say this isn't giving him an advantage. So go up it if he wants to. Yeah, more of a disadvantage. This is a... I think this is a purposeful hindering to limit their power. Oh, that's awesome. I love that dream sequence. That's so good. Sans profit buy, yep. Wumbo is definitely a good bit ahead of iPie here, but Wumbo makes a little bit of a menuing error. They equipped the light bulb instead of the crowbar. I think they're trying to smash the light bulb. Nope, they unequipped it. Okay. Man, this Baron's music is like stuck in my head now. If you want to see what OneShot looks like, look on the right. Or Dirty Shot, more so. If you want to see what hell looks like, look on the left. No one here is even playing OneShot anymore. This is a OneShot tournament. Not a single piece of OneShot gameplay on screen. I appreciate the Papyrus Silver, though. For whatever reason. What the hell? That's Squidward textures. So weird. The hell is it doing? And again, Wumbo has mentioned that they'll release this at the end of the tournament, this whole texture pack. So if you want to play OneShot Repainted, do check out the speedrunning Discord after the tournament ends. You can find a link to it at speedrun.com/oneshot. Stan's profit pop, man. I thought I'd be used to this after seeing Repainted OneShot 3 times by now, but I'm still not. Pretty good craft from both runners. I'm looking forward to see what the rest of the textures Wumbo has are, because they mentioned they were working for a while on them. Like, there's a lot of effort put into these repainted things. Like, iPie had, like, a bunch of different community members come together to draw. Like, actually draw art for this. Like, as you can see, the face sprites and stuff, they're actually custom done. Oh, Wumbo's just spent, like, a few days on his. I'm not quite sure what this remix is in the Upper Barrens area. The Cartoon Network doesn't strike us down. But Wumbo definitely extending his lead over iPie right now. By quite a bit. Easily around 10 seconds or so, I believe. I think this is like an Undertale, like Steven Universe remix up here. I think so, anyway. It's hard to focus on anything. Yeah, definitely pretty big lead from Wumbo so far. Looking pretty strong. Wow, to surpass Undertale Repainted, yep. Actually, I think I've seen Undertale Repainted, but I think it was a few years ago. There might be a newer version since then. Wumbo heading to the final part of Barrens here. Not too bad of a craft. And iPie following suit. Doing the craft now, before the fast travel. Starts the Metaton robot. Again. Again. Is that just the music? I think they replaced the song for that robot with just the Metaton sound over and over. Nice sounds. Nice. Nice Fortnite, nice Sands, nice Undertale, nice Sands. Just this entire run. I love that picture on the right there from iPie. Alright, Wumbo heading out of Barrens. I'm looking forward to seeing what their Glen looks like. They said they spent a lot of time on the Glen. A nice Markiplier dialogue. Markiplier as a guest commentator actually in this run. Cool to see. Well as Durbill. Oh my god, look at this Glen. Oh my god, what? I think their game is lagging because of it when I lose the race. Oh hey buddy, let's back up a bit. Wumbo entering Snowden while iPie instead decides to do the Glen. Doing the... Oh, look at that. Jesus Christ, this is unrecognizable. That looks really good actually. That's pretty well done. This is really well done. I'm impressed. So we have the Undertale versus one-shot run getting underway here. Which game copied which? The real question. Why is this man playing Undertale in a one-shot tournament? That's cheating. Gio, if you're around, which game is shorter? Like, which game has the fastest world record right now? Undertale or one-shot? I know you play Undertale, or you played it before. Nice, SpongeBob Undertale music. SpongeBob Undertale is just the best way to describe this whole run. One-shot is faster, I see. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. I can see Undertale being faster than one-shot. $54.50, damn. Wombo heading on to a Lula puzzle. Let's see how this goes. I'm curious to see what he's put there for a Lula. Oh, it's the X's and circles. Oh my god. As the old Lula route. It is Peter Griffin? I think. iPie with also the old Lula route. Very well done. But of course, Wumbo is still quite a bit ahead here. Snowed in, looking a lot faster than the Glen. Man, this actually like works really well. Getting the Demon Ram. I'm surprised they didn't make custom rams. Oh my god. Squidward on a chair ram sound. I don't think we have a baster route. Actually, is that it? Did iPie just do baster, ram? I love how there's so many songs that are just cut off because of how long they are. Oh, right. Oh man, I forgot about that. Still look it up here for me. Wumbo's run is definitely helping me wake up a bit. About halfway through the run now for both runners. Wumbo's textures are filled. I just noticed that on iPie's feather grab thing, I'm wearing a shirt that says George 3 fan. I think I'm the only person in OneShot history to actually like ask Gur to get rid of George 3 in a serious manner, so I don't think that could be less accurate, but oh man. Yeah, Wumbo's texture is actually really good for the Glen. Like, look at this. It's completely redone. Oh, he's got the giant spaghetti. George 3 is not poggers. Oh my god. Dream sequence. Dude, I'm down, Kaz. You... All I'm saying is, you lost all the runs you got George 3 on. Except for the one versus Geo. Don't mention that one. I'm just saying. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's George. Pulling the strings. Starters are rough. Oh, Wumbo entering the Deltarune Big Chungus boss battle. What is that over there? That's Sans, okay. Alright, you're around, awesome. Oh my god, this refuge theme is hell. I don't even know what this is. I know it's a Deltarune battle theme, but... yeah, like I said, this is the one-shot versus Undertale speedrun. Oh wait, iPie, you're running right now. That's just one shot for you, Kaz. You'll get a perfect life. You had like a perfect lipo most times, and then just something else very dumb goes wrong. I like the Jonesy lamplighter there too. I like the Shrek background. Oh, look at that. I'm loving these dream sequences so far. These are awesome. Wow. Of course, we got the trippy sequence coming in from iPie. Alright, he's still got the sponge theme for the indoor refuge. Wumbo actually with a pretty... I'm just... Now I'm gonna pay attention to the runs for a moment here, if I may, in a speedrun tournament. But Wumbo is quite a bit ahead of iPie right now. Hour is definitely gonna be the only big decider here from this point on, I think. Solid 20 seconds ahead or so. Right, back into Deltarune zone. Oh man. Pretty good craft from both runners there. Very good entry from Mumbo there. That was very quick. Yo, iPie does on it in a second here. Very tense elevator conversation here between Squidward and Fortnite Jonesy. I don't know if anyone caught that last like bit of dialogue based there from Lamplighter, but that was pretty incredible. Yeah, Squidward and Fortnite default awkward elevator silence. And slow Deltarune is kind of a bop though. Refuge just... Library just quiet? No, it's Dorime. I forgot. Oh. That was a really sus Kif skip there, if I may say. George 5 from Wumbo. See what iPie gets here in a moment. What is this? We got some lore on Wumbo's side there. Actual lore. Alright, let's see what iPie gets. He gets George Wan. iPie with the George Wan going crazy. Funky ass dream sequence. The hell is that? Oh, I think that's the stomach rumbling noise. They replaced it with screams. Isn't that nice? Yeah, Miko's just that hungry at this point. I wouldn't blame him. Been through a lot. Ugh, that's like the maze game screamer. Wait, did I play soft lock? I think I play soft locked. Oh no. Oof. No. Oof 4. Any oof 4s in chat? I guess Wumbo's gonna finish up. Oh no! Why I try to quickscope Nico? Jesus Christ, this is a nightmare. Nico's gonna get quickscoped. We got a soft lock. This is a hellscape. Oh my god.
Welcome to Nintendo Land, my little garbanzo bean. You've been selected to learn firsthand about all the changes your body's
Nintendo Land.
Huh? Here's my brother Luigi now to tell you.
Oh no, it's this.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
I'm Luigi, and I'm here today to tell you all about puberty and its many effects.
Oh my god, this goddamn tower music.
Whereby your body becomes an adult body.
Yeah, Gary, you missed the Undertale run earlier. They completely repainted the Glen to be snowed in.
Luigi, what's that? Yeah, what is that? This is the male penis and
iPie opting to reset.
testicular enlargement is the first physical sign of puberty. The testes have two main
Oh, that's great to have on stream.
and sperm, which are necessary for reproduction.
That's a fantastic tower theme. I'm so glad I have that on my charity tournament stream.
Within months of the testes beginning to
That's
grow,
just-
rising levels of testosterone promote
Can iPie bring it back? The Russian long warp.
also appears shortly after the penis begins to grow.
Oh my god, dude.
That's what's been going on. But what in the name of lasagna lovers
Mushuo.
everywhere is puberty like for girls?
Go Mushuo. Oh, that's who drew the faces.
Physical sign of puberty.
Actually, yeah, follow Mushuo on Twitter. Mushuo.
The second change is pubic hair.
I'm not joking. Do that. They made some fantastic art for iPie's textures. Alright, Wumbo escapes the Mario sex ed section. I don't know what the hell this theme is here. Absolutely slaughtering first piece of music for this game. iPie with the wrong warp to the solstice ending. Can he pull it off before Wumbo? I actually don't know if this will PB for Wumbo. It might. Yeah, Wumbo might get a fat PB from this. This is actually a really good run for Wumbo. This might be a 23. I think it is. Wumbo with his first sub 24 in this hellscape of a run. Good stuff to him. Yeah, he just popped off on his webcam. Sub 24 from Wumbo. Not bad, yeah. Rough soft luck from iPie. Happens to the best of us. You got 23 on that hell skip of a run. Wait, what? What is iPie doing? Loading files? Oh, he activated dev mode. Yeah, I saw you pop off Wumbo in your webcam. That's awesome. Good stuff, dude. Or debug mode, not dev mode. Let's see what Wumbo has to say for himself. I like cheese. Sometimes dream about cheese. Well, Wumbo takes the W with his incredible textures. No cheese content allowed on the stream. Or uwu content. Out of here. I'm gonna update that bracket real quick. With exclamation point bracket. And of course, we also have donations still open. We're only 150 away from our goal. 1,500, which is insane. Thanks to the many incredibly generous donors. Alright, bracket is taking a second to update for some reason. Alright, well, the winner of that, Wumbo, is going up against Baster. I don't know if that'll be today because Baster said they, just about when the tournament started today, Baster went to sleep because they were modding out 24-hour streams, so not sure if they're going to be around for that. Okay, so up next, I believe, is Loki versus Yisk. I'm pinging them right now to see if they're around. Alright, Yisk and Loki are around. Alright, I'm not in the voice chat VC, whoops. I'm not in the stream VC for commentary, dang. Also, if anyone who has the 2020 tournament role in the Discord can join commentary whenever they want. So if you want to hop in mid-run and commentate, go for it. But yeah, next up is Loki versus Yisk. Loki, the 4th seed in the tournament, looking to make a bit of a loser's run. And Yisk, I believe, is 6th seed? If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Oh, damn. Yisk has his loads fixed. Okay. That's awesome to see. So Yisk will be using proper loads. Okay. I will check their streams. That is really good to see. Glad Yisk's loads are fixed up. So we won't need to subtract any time from his end time. For a quick context, Yisk's loads were consistently 10 seconds slow for no reason, so we were subtracting 8 seconds per load for him. For his last run because of how rough those loads were. So, okay, I'm going to open up their streams and get that started. And again, if anyone wants to join commentary, who has the 2020 tournament role, you may join the voice chat that I am in the stream VC anytime. Okay, let's get their streams up. Twitch.tv/ Twitch TV/ Loki V1. Someone gifted me a sub to PPMD, Pog. Alright, we have Yisk stream open. There one. Just need to fix their timer cropping. There it is. Make sure you got everything open just that you need to since you're on a new PC. You probably do have everything, just making sure because it's easy to forget something if you're on a different system. Alright. Loki's stream should be up now. Yes, it is. Awesome. Oh, I gotta fix some cropping there. Whoops. Up. And there we are. Okay. Two. Alright, fix Loki's timer. Alright, very clean one-shot race now after that meme hell. (9-102). He's Loki just getting a perfect code on their practice run real quick. And I believe Loki noticed that we're ready. So they are going to do that, and then she'll aiming. Really glad we were able to get this match in today. Alright, and I will use Loki's stream audio for this since they're the higher seed. Alright, and the runner should start any moment now. Alright, almost perfectly synced, awesome. Bit of movement errors from both runners right at the start of house. Loki a little bit faster on the code. Not a great code from them. Not a great code for either of them. I think that's actually one of the worst codes you can get for Yisk. Pretty rough. But Loki definitely looking strong coming out of house. Coming out of the first room in house. It's very fun seeing how the runners trade blows within like the span of a few seconds at the start of house. See if either one of them goes for fork skip. I don't know if either of them do. I don't think so, but we'll see. No fork skips from either runners, which makes sense, honestly. I personally, even if I'm like world record level, I would not do fork skip in a run or in a race. And Loki with the awesome pride bulb that they made, by the way. Pretty awesome mod. And Loki has finished house on a 121. Not bad. Yisk with a 124. About 3 seconds behind. Yisk pan skip, yeah. Pretty close so far. Loki is, of course, the higher seed. Predicted to win. but Yisk is a very good runner. They've been running for quite a while. But there are benefits and downsides to being an older runner and a newer runner. Older runner because consistency might be a bit higher because you've been running for so long, but being a newer runner is also beneficial because sometimes you just have an easier time picking up new strats. Me, for example, I have a really hard time changing anything in my run because I've been doing it for so long that I just get used to the old strats, where implementing new ones can be really difficult. And Yisk has been a runner for, I believe, a year and a half or so. Loki joined a few months ago. Bit of new school versus old school here. Pretty fast load from Loki. No funny text. I'd say you're honestly pretty consistent. I was mentioning in your run that like a little bit ago you were like the, if you know any melee, you're like the mango, where sometimes you can bust, but sometimes you just go insane. Or buster, I mean. Sometimes you bust her out. But recently you've been getting a lot more consistent, like, especially in terms of like light bulb and Alula puzzle. I mean, you had a perfect Alula puzzle both times. And I think a perfect light bulb both times. But messing up, I'd say, other stuff is honestly almost hard to even measure. But it's like Loki's got a few more seconds of a lead now. But Yiska's still keeping it close. Oh, messes up a fast travel. Oh, and does the wrong fast travel. That's rough. That's going to be a big time loss. Inconsistent consistency. I'm fine with that. Yisk grabbing the camera after, which saves a single tile while Loki grabs it before. Bit of a menuing error from Loki, but they're still ahead. Yeah, I think she'll be fine without it. Very good runner. Pretty good battery craft from Loki. Yisk also with pretty strong one. Loki's about 3 seconds behind their PB right now. I can't quite see Yisk's comparisons, but it might. In your run versus Geo, deadass the tile really mattered at some points. Oh my god, Yisk's name is Poggers. That's awesome. That is not a great code to get for Loki. That was rough. Oh, they miss it. They're evened up now. Oh, goodness. They're actually... Loki is still a second ahead because their timer is a bit behind. Or a bit lower. But that is pretty rough in terms of both getting the code and entering it. They often go hand in hand because when you get a bad code, you're like, oh, damn it, you get so pissed about it. But sometimes it's easy to mess it up because of that. Not saying that's exactly what happened here, but it often happens in my case. You versus Geo is the peak of OneShot so far, easily. Except, of course, for the 2611, the legendary run that can never be beaten by yours truly. Still world record to this day. Aha. Funny. But easily the second best thing to ever happen to OneShot was that race. Yeah, definitely. Codes where you have to go up and down repeatedly, like getting a 6 and a 4 on a 6 and a 4. It's very rough. A bit of a menuing error from Loki, but they make it up. Still ahead of Yisk so far. Yeah, really messy codes suck, like where there's a different number every single time. Oh, Yisk is now a little bit ahead of Loki. I think it's probably actually dead even right now because, again, Loki's timer's a bit faster than Yisk's. And Yisk's doing the craft now, before the fast travel. Loki instead opting to do it after, the same strat that I do personally. And yeah, I'd say Yisk has about a 0.1 second lead right now, 0.2 or so. We're sure Force is one input, get out of here. Don't tell me that. Whoa, that was kind of crazy from Loki. Messed up the movement there, but they ended up guessing just right on where Silver One moved afterwards to save it. And now Yisk is definitely ahead by about a second. Going into Glenn. About a second and a half, I'd say, or 2 seconds, not sure. Yeah, exactly a second. Pretty close run so far. This could be very tense when it gets into the later areas. Yeah, Kaz would know. Kaz got a very rough George 3 last time. Because Kaz did a best of 3 versus Joe. And he got George 3 both runs. So George 3's have been pretty rough today. So I wouldn't doubt that at all. Oh, last run we did see a George 1. Yeah, it happens. Still quite close. I think Alula's gonna matter a lot here, because honestly, I'm not quite sure how either of their Alulas will go. Yisk gets the optimal robot movement, but doesn't quite catch it, so he misses a tile or two. So Loki is able to catch up just a tiny bit here. This is really close. About as close as you versus Geo actually was. Or Kaz versus Geo. Oh man. I'm only now just realizing how close this is. Alula is gonna matter so much. Because it's so easy to just make 1 or 2 mess ups, but who knows if either of them will. I'll see. Moments. It'll be hard to measure both of them. Yep. I gotta enable that emote. That's an emote I love. Yep. Alright, let's see. Yisk doing Alula. Gets it very strong. Loki's struggling a little bit. That's gonna be really big. Oh, that was a really clean save from Loki, though. That was really smart movement right at the end there. Definitely a big lead from Yisk here, but good stuff on Loki for making that save. That could have been much worse. Definitely still in the running, because again, I don't know what Yisk's PB is. Yisk has a 23, right? I believe so. Yisk's PB, I think, is like a 2350 or something, around there. Well, Loki's is a 2335. So this could still end up being pretty close, but Yisk is definitely running away with it right now. 2356. So there's about a 20-second difference between these runners' PBs. With Loki having the much faster time, but Yisk is ahead right now. By only a few seconds though again, so just one thing could mess this up. Who knows? I want to take a sip of water real quick. My throat's getting a little dry from talking. Few seconds apart now. Loki bringing it back a little bit with, I think, some better menuing after that RAM puzzle. The only thing I could think of to save some time. Good. Slowly waking up. Alright, let's see how this little menuing goes. Because this can be very easy to lose time. Yeah, it's really easy to talk to Magpie an extra time or two. Oh, very close now between the two. Very fast menuing from both. Just makes it a little mess up though, and now Loki has the lead by just a little bit. Funny text allowed. Oh, funny. If anyone here is found being funny, you will be big trouble. Loki regaining the lead after a pretty decently sized deficit. Yeah. So very close between both of them. Could someone do me a quick favor and check what this is in the bracket? Like, is this loser? I think this is losers round 3 or round 2. I don't remember. I think it's round 2. I think something might break if I open a Chrome window right now, so I'm not able to check. Round 2. Okay, thank you. What I wanted to do. Is add a little piece of text to the layout real quick during this little downtime in Refuge. There. Just so everyone knows where it is. I was rewatching the VOD of yesterday, or Sunday stream, and I saw Gur ask if this was finals or not. And apparently I missed that during the live stream, and then I realized, oh wait, people might not know what round this is, so I'm putting this here. Not too bad of a craft from Loki. A little bit of a mess up, but doesn't matter too much. Yiska looks like they're a little bit ahead, but they still have to do the craft, so. Good few second lead for Loki here. About 4 seconds. Yeah. is pretty crazy. Alright, and Loki entering elevator about 4 seconds ahead. Or actually, they still have the code. They haven't quite entered the elevator. Code could go one of two ways for both runners. 63014. No problem for Loki. And pretty good for Yisk too. Both runners not losing any amount of time from that. Or nothing significant anyway. It is. It actually is hard. Man, I wish I had that case as well. I find Light Bulb to be harder than anything else in the run. Which I think it objectively is. I think you're memeing on me, but for me it's easily harder than anything else, like tenfold. I do believe Loki is a little bit more ahead now. Maybe a 5 or 6 second lead at this point. Turning on the 11, let's see. Yeah, about 6 seconds. We have a successful kip skip from... Oh, that's a sketchy kip skip from Yisk. Gets George 6, pretty good. Oh, I thought they soft blocked for a moment. Oh, they opened 2 instances. Oh no, Yisk. That's a big mess up. Oh, that's rough. No, George 3, don't. Okay, they both get George 6. I was about to say. That would have been awful if they got George 3. Loki now with a pretty huge time save over Yisk. Very nice to see even George RNG for once. I think that's the first time it's happened so far this entire tournament. See, they live in the 13. Let's see how far behind Yisk is. Good kip skip from Loki. Yeah, Yisk is like a solid 15 seconds behind now, I think. More than that. That was a rough kip skip, but I know exactly how that happens. When you're opening new instances of the game, it's really easy to accidentally open more than one. Yeah, Yisk is now about 15 to 20 seconds behind Loki right now. Loki actually golded Library Sleep. Pretty nice for them. Yisk just now heading into tower. While Loki's about finished up with the dialogue, heading for the computer. Gonna take a lot for Yisk to make this up. Loki talking to the left side of the bed. 25 seconds behind. Yeah, man. It's gonna be hard. Possible, but it will be difficult. Loki had Clover open, is ready to go into the final area of tower. 30 ahead. Oh man. About to head into the tower puzzles. Yisk talking to the right side of the bed. Messes it up a little bit though. Take a miracle for Yisk to take this back. Of course, we've seen crazier things happen in tower. Yeah, that's about the same as I am right now, honestly. My route's pretty solid and I have pretty good consistency, but I don't do many of the tiny optimizations. If any. I do a few, like I do things like fork skip, but that's actually a pretty big optimization, honestly, at top level. Very important. Oh, did Loki mess up doors for a second there? They did, okay, but they recovered it. Good stuff. Thank goodness. Wouldn't want to see another doors mess up today. They're heartbreaking to see. Very good Tetris piece from Loki. Gets the dot, no problem. Yisk heading through doors, and Loki beginning light bulb with the Geo route. Only other person who I think does this route. Oh, a little bit of a mess up, but it looks like they recover it. There you go. Oh, okay. This might be what Yisk needs. Oh, okay, good recovery. Good recovery. I think they can get it in time, right? Yeah. Okay. It looks like they'll still have it. My heart was pumping, I won't lie. But I perfectly understand how that happens. Lightbulb was really tough. Oh, Yisk messed up Lightbulb a little bit as well, but I think Loki still has this in the bag. It'd take something like if Loki loses this from something, that would be, oh. I don't think I'd be able to handle that. Yeah, that's Lightbulb. That's what I call it, the great equalizer. It doesn't matter how far ahead you are if Lightbulb is there. Even for top level runners. And I believe Loki has this in the bag at this point. Taking a look over the side. Yeah, there's still a solid like 10-second lead or so, more than that, 15. Very fortunately for her. So I think she'll still have it. I believe this will be a 24-15 or so. 16. And Yisk with 24-33. Pretty scary run for both runners, but Loki with the W moving on from losers round 2. I will update the bracket real quick. Means Loki will move on to go against Geo in losers round 3. And that is the only matchup we can do right now, so not quite sure what we're gonna do. Because obviously I don't want to make Loki do a run right after this one. We want to give the runners a little bit of time after each run. Alright, and Loki says they are, but Yeah, we're probably gonna do a little break for now, but the stream will continue today, so. To do. Quite sure how to account for all this. Believe Geo should be ready to run today as well. Four. All right, yeah, we're gonna do a 15-minute break for a little while, and then after that, we're gonna do Geo versus Geo versus Loki. The alignment on this always gets messed up when I move it. I'm not sure why. And this. I don't know why these things keep moving around. I'm not doing it. Alright. Yeah, quick 15-minute break. We'll be back after that with Loki versus Geo. And that should be the last run of the day, I believe. I don't think Baster will be around. Alright. See y'all in 15 minutes or so. Alright. We're back. One-shot gamer tournament. Game. And we tournament. Got some bad news. I'm not finished with my bowl of Captain Crunch, so I don't know how I'm gonna commentate for a sec while I finish this up. It's a bit too tasty to not finish, so a bit rough. I just wanted a quick meal during the break. But more importantly, we have our runners, I believe, are pretty much ready. Have them start up their streams whenever they're ready. We'll swap over to our other bracket, or other layout. Your Geodasher, and look, here's our next mashup. Check out theirs. And also live. Okay, I believe that is correct. Yes, okay. Correct streams. Oops, sorry if that scared anyone. I didn't expect that to be as loud as it was. Alright. The runner should start any moment. And again, I am eating some Captain Crunch at the moment, so I will be a little quiet for a bit. Runners have a little bit of difference in time, but shouldn't be too bad. I'll commentate their house, then when they go down to the light bulb, I'm gonna finish up my Captain Crunch. Speedrun that. Alright, not too bad coats from either of them. Looking about even so far. Up a little bit ahead for Geo, actually. Pretty solid house for him. Alright, give me one moment. Oh damn, 117 house. Good stuff from Geo. 119. 2 seconds behind William. Ah, I can't speak. I'm drinking Captain Crunch right now. Drinking, eating. It's hard to focus on eating something so... One of the best cereals, easily. Give me 1 second, I'll be done with it and I can properly commentate. Alright. We're back. Properly. Of course, this is losers round 3. Not 2. Alright, and let me see if I can do something to quickly sync up their runs. Latency is off for both of them, I believe. Yes, okay. Did that help? I don't know. I don't know if I can sync them up again. So we're gonna have a consistent, a 3-second time difference between them. It looks like Geo is still about 2 seconds or a second or so ahead. Let's see. Yeah, about 2.5 seconds ahead right now of low-key. Yeah, pretty close race for sure. Both of these players, Geo is the number 2 seed and Loki is the number 4 seed. Geo also the current world record holder, but was a bit rusty for the tournament, hence his number 2 seeding. But it looks like he's definitely back to prime form for now. Playing really well. Loki grabbing the camera before, and Geo opting to grab it after. Geo definitely a player that likes to make tiny optimizations like that. Grabbing the camera after that little dialogue there saves a single tile. Very fast manuing from Geo. Stay a solid 4 seconds ahead by now. It doesn't look like Geo still has that Megalovania custom sound he had the other day versus Geo. You're going tomorrow likely. Wumbo. This is probably the last match for today. Most likely. You're definitely going tomorrow, but today for the stream, I don't know what's exactly happening. Or actually, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is, Geo has limited availability tomorrow, but he's supposed to have a lot of runs, so I'm gonna do is, he's gonna do a few no reset runs on his own stream, and I'm gonna watch to verify them. And he's gonna send me those VODs. Yeah, Baster, when we started the stream, he fell asleep. Because he was moderating a 24-hour stream. Yeah, if he wins. Yeah, Baster mentioned right as we were about to start the stream today that he moderated a 24-hour stream and he's going to sleep right now. Yeah, it's normally like a only if you need to kind of thing, but if you want to, then you can. I made that an option because I know like scheduling for some people is really rough right now, so if it would be better for you to do no resets instead. The only thing is I have to watch you while you do it, obviously. Yeah, it's a bit less fun, but I'm perfectly down with it. Definitely only a thing where if you really need to, we can do that. Good Kaz. Yeah, it's definitely preferable for it to not to happen, but tomorrow is likely the last day that we could do live runs for, like, you, for example. And if we don't, and Geo has limited availability tomorrow, so if he wins this match, and we don't do more runs for him today, then it'll be a case of, like, either you or Geo basically won't be able to run live. Oh. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they might have forfeited. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. And they use she, by the way, Radu. She, her. Loki. Damn, it looks like they forfeited. Oh, okay, yeah, I think Gio saw. I don't know how to undo that either, honestly, so I don't... Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they stopped. Yeah, it's really rough. Alright, yeah, it looks like Geo is gonna stop there as well. Alright, I will update the bracket for stuff, and the only other thing we need to do today... I think tournament stream is probably done today, but I believe we might have Geo do more runs, but that'll be like an off-stream thing where I watch him do it. Alright, okay, I think that'll probably be it for today then. But it was a pretty good stream today. Not as many runs as I would have liked to get in, but some people just aren't available today, and that's alright. So what I'm gonna try to do is have tomorrow the big day for finishing everything up. I'm gonna ask Gio if he wants to do no reset runs today, and I can just watch him do it. And he could just send me the VODs that I could play. That's what we're gonna do for that. So tomorrow should be the final day of the stream. Keep an eye out on the OneShot Speedrun Discord and of course my Twitter, haha, for updates on where stuff goes with that. Yeah, Gio says he's probably not gonna be able to do like more than one run tomorrow. If any. Let me see. Yeah, in tournament discussion, he said he has some stuff tomorrow. It'd be tight fitting multiple matches in a row. Since he has like a good few matches in a row tomorrow, at minimum. Take the bracket. Yeah, let's just look at this. So we have, he'll do a best of 3 here, and then another best of 3 against you. And then, of course, if he beats you, then he's going to have to do more in the winner's bracket. So it'll be pretty rough scheduling that all if he's got stuff to do. Sure how to do this, actually. Because what I think I might want to do is, like, have him record 2 runs for this match right here versus One Blower Baster. And then it could still go live versus you. But then if he wins, then what do we do? Because then we won't have more matches in backup. Hmm. this is the bracket thus far. It's been a pretty good tournament. I'm happy with it. Very hype matches to come. That'll probably be it for the stream today. But again, keep an eye out on my Twitter and OneShot Speedrunning Discord to find out when the next stream will be. It will, like a 90% chance it's tomorrow. Grand finals separate stream after Christmas. Maybe, actually. So you're like definitely unavailable for, what's it called? After the 23rd, right, Kaz? Yeah. Okay, so I want to ping Joe. Okay, yeah. Alright, well that'll probably be it for the stream. Kaz and Gia will be on the tournament discussion page if you have any more questions or want to talk about more stuff. But yeah, I'll see everyone around, I suppose. I'll see if there's someone to host real quick. Alright, later.